White Passing Hall of Fame with wait. Zendaya is not in the White Passing Hall of Fame. She's black, all day long. But we would like to recognize her because she is considering starring in a movie about Anita Hemmings, the first black woman to graduate from Vassar. They did not know they had admitted a black woman, but they knew when she graduated. Y'all, this is one of the best stories in the history of white passing. Buckle up for white racial pettiness at its finest. So Hemmings grew up in Boston, a brilliant high school student wanting the best college education she could get. She and her parents both decided to fill out the application to Vassar as though she was white. She joined 103 young women in Vassar's class of 1897. Hemmings shined at Vassar. She mastered Latin, ancient Greek, French, and sang in the choir. She was also considered one of the most beautiful girls on campus, and people talked a lot about, is she Native American? But when she was a senior, just weeks away from graduating, her roommate noticed something strange. Her roommate, Lulu Taylor, was reading the Boston Globe and reading a story about a prominent black couple who had gotten married, and she noticed that one of the bridesmaids was named Anita Hemmings. So Lulu calls her father and says, maybe my roommate is black, I don't know. Her father hires a private investigator to figure out if Hemmings is white or black. They were clutching their pearls as they worried that this might have an impact on Lulu's social standing and the standing of the college in general. The detective, of course, found out that she was black. Lulu urged Vassar's president to do something. With just weeks to go before commencement, the administration debated, should we kick her out? Should we let her walk? What do we do? Vassar decided to let her graduate. She couldn't stay in the dorm with Lulu, although I'm sure she did not want to, but Vassar's notes on the day say, no one who saw the class of 1897 leave the shades of Vassar suspected Negro blood in one woman, voted the class beauty. So she participated in graduation without a fuss. But a fuss was made after that because this became national news. A Vassar romance, a colored girl graduates from the famous college. These sorts of stories popped up all over the country. One of them was titled, How a Negro Girl Slipped Through Vassar College. Hemmings's father told a reporter, we know our daughter went to Vassar as a white girl and stayed there as such. As long as she conducted herself as a lady, she never thought it necessary to proclaim the fact that her parents were mulattoes. So she graduates from Vassar, moves to New York City, marries a doctor who is also passing for white. They lived together in Manhattan, pretending to be white, sending their children to Horace Mann and whites-only summer camps in Cape Cod. They say that when Hemmings's mother came to visit her, she had to use the servants' entrance. When it came time for her daughter, Ellen Love, to apply to college, of course they applied to Vassar and said she was white. I have no pictures of Ellen, but this represents that we are back on Vassar's campus in the story. So while Ellen is on campus, there's a 25-year reunion. Lulu Taylor is back on campus. She hears a rumor that her old roommate's daughter is now enrolled at Vassar, and she freaks the fuck out. At this point, the school is still not admitting black women who they know are black women. Lulu went to the president of Vassar and said this was very important to her because it was very painful, the experience she had with a roommate who was supposed to be a white girl but proved to be a negress. The president said, we don't even know if she is aware that she's black. Anita Hemmings and Ellen Love, White Passing, Hall of Fame.